Welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy Online. We are, let me go ahead, switch screens. Okay, we are right here, life, materia, and everything. We're right before the bowl of Embers. And so I'm going to be doing that with Ben. I'm kind of waiting for Joe to jump on to see what point he is at in the game. But he should be like right around the same level as where I'm at. So then we can all do the quest together. So while I'm waiting for him to come on, I'm probably only going to be on like an hour and a half today. I do want to do some of these quests, get some of these quests completed. I did figure out how to sell stuff. I didn't figure it out. Ben told me how to figure it, to do it. And then I got these hot bars over here so I can change between my workings. This is my botany, my carpenter, and then my attacker. All right, so perfect. This guy wants something. Wyman, would you like to know what you think of Uda? So how you're taking to Uda flighting? As long as you're here, mayhap you can do a favor. It's just over yonder. And I think is this one here? Deliver an unsigned letter. Other way. What's up, Connor? How's it going, Ben? What's your quick question? Did you end up downloading or upgrading? Do you have business with the Palladium Mirage this morning? Hand this over. I missed this from Ryman. All right, then let's have a look. Bird is barren. So how's it go? Oh, this. Maybe adventures. Complete. Like all that means nothing. So I'm not even gonna read it. Guess she's got something for us. Greetings and welcome to the Pulgis Guild. We Pulgis are specialists in hand-to-hand combat. Though rigorous training, we forged devastating weapons of our fist and feet, which we employed to great effects in battle. There is no better place in all realm to train in our discipline than here. Join the guild. Skipping all that. So you're ready to present yourself to the guild master's impression. Master Hammond is waiting. Past the time you got here, arse back. Well, did the dancer have a say to my proposition? Ah, you're not the errand boy. Yep, I'm the errand girl. What? Doubt it. Oh yeah? Wants to punch me in the belly? Oh, he wants a one-on-one fight. Now he's too tired. Yep, all the way to the end. Easy peasy. Okay, so we got... Here's our recommendation. Let's go get this last quest in the area. Regular quest. Well-heeled youth. Do be careful with those. Break anything and I shall be forced to deduct it from your salary. Beg your pardon, what is this loyal manservant carrying? Why a not so small fortunes and prizes able... A bly one by yours truly in the gold saucer. You have heard the gold saucer? Nope. Thrilled to the sight of the majestic birds roaming down the straits. At the chocobo, just shake it off. Did I mention prizes? Many prizes. Now head on over. Sent the gold ticket, airshipped ticket to the... at the airship landing. This... Okay, where's my map? Don't know how to get to the airship landing. Okay, right here. So I can go punch things. You joined another company? What company did you join? Psst, there. Get out of my face. Okay, so we'll run through it really quickly. I don't want to talk to you either. I think it's this one. Okay, we have to ask about the Gillinix. To 3 different people. One's there. Here's 2. Okay, maybe not 2. Maybe they're upstairs. Lying. Why you gotta lie? I'm gonna go tell him while he's hanging out in Vegas. 2. Okay, I did touch that, and here's the last one. Got it. Speak with Goulion. Where might that person be? The Chamber of Rule. There's no Chamber of Rule. Alchemist Guild? Flip around and that way. I don't know about these different layers of the maps. I get lost really easily. And I don't think I touched that crystal up there because it didn't become available. No, I touched it. The Chamber of Rule. I didn't see it on the list. There's our person. If you will not dance, be gone. I want to dance for you. Like my dance? Unfortunately, no. I like her dancing. Get out of my face. This is how you dance. We're gonna have a dance off. That's just hideous. Now your turn. Show me how it's done. Oh, he can't take his eyes off of me. Well done, my child. Oh, she's so sad. You beat me. Now I'm your rival. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. She's just jelly. That's it. Now you may go. Here's your reward. Don't forget. You learned the ball dance. All right. Where do we got to go next? Okay, kind of close to this location, I hope. Yes, and I gotta go up higher. So lost. Where are we going? Gatekeeper. Lower level. The goblet. Don't need to go to the goblet of fire. This place is so confusing. I don't know where I'm going. Miners Guild. Going to Harry Potter. Out of here. I don't like this town. Let's go to New Gardania. Go finish up my quest over there. Okay, so Kind of want to abandon like these two, but I don't know if I'm going to lose them if I abandon them. Maple sap. We need 50 pots of maple sap. So I think we can... No, we need botanists. I think. Survey the landscape to locate the highest level mature tree or less vegetation within the skill range. What am I looking for? Pots of maple sap. Maple sap. How do I do maple sap? Maple sap. See, I'm not sure if I need to combine it with anything. Or if it is on its own. Maple sap. Maple sap. Maple sap can be gathered by botanists through logging. It is harvested from a level 5 node in the tree speak in North Shroud. Okay, so we got to go to the North Shroud to be able to do this mission. It's not telling me the info that I need to know. It just says adjoining area. It's got a Batmobile. Hey, did it change up here? Still not giving me... Oh, there we go. No. Still saying adjoining area. And the crystal there, I haven't entombed myself yet. Yeah, Ben was making fun of me that I walk everywhere. It's like I don't know how to get to the places that I need to get to. Like go click on a crystal and it don't teleport me. But then I'll have myself attuned to it. Then it's like I'm lost again. It's like, how do I get there? Adjoining area. I don't need to know the adjoining area. I need to know how to get to the North Shroud. Okay. See, no working. That's why I run everywhere. What's up, Joe? Nope, didn't do the boss yet. And then now that I finally got here, now we're gonna go and do the quest. Mature level 5 tree. Maple syrup. Maple branch. We need maple sap. Oh, maple sap. Oh, maple sap. They lied to me. Okay, where is this quest located? Danan. Are you on, Ben? I want a flying machine like that. Hate being slow. Jumbo butt. Okay, where's my quest? Straight. Is it underneath me? Though we speak of a peaceful solution to the primal problem, we must need to be ready to fight for our cause. That you might take to the field suitably prepare, I would have you meet with the goblin acquaintance of mine. His name is Mutamix, and he is a scholar of no small repute. Mutamix is renowned for having introduced a revolutionary method of enhancing equipment to Eurasia. The knowledge of this method was once closely guarded secret, but thanks to Mutamix and his students, it has now been disseminated. I can't say it, to the great benefit of all the realms. It would serve you well to acquire an understanding of the process for this purpose. I shall lend you a blade, take the Mutamix, and bid him use it, demonstrate his craft to you. Mutamix is ever to be found at the camp in the central Thalion, a place known as the bonfire. Look for the pillar of smoke, and the way will become clear. Yeah. Always reading. Transform. Mutamix. Hello, Mutamix. Who is the uplander? It is I. It's gonna talk. That is a negative. Fighting tool drinks in the airy self. When full of airy self, fighting tool changes to stony shine, name of the materia. If the materia join with other fighting tool, the big eye fighting tool gains powers of airy self. Shh. Mutamix is reckoning that the Uplander is friend of Minifila. Nope. We not friends. Yes, tongue flap reached my ears of the Mutamix with the fastness. Minfilia wants Uplander to see power of the materia. Uplander brings fighting tool to Mutamix. Yes. No. You don't get nothing. Fighting tool is unstrong as eating tool. Make good teachy show of the power of the materia. The materia master. Now eyes of the Uplander point at the fighting tool. Yes. Materia join the fighting tool. Hadouken! Finding tool gain power. Materia, strictly speaking, is kind of a crystal. It is created by drawing out the erethic constituents from a piece of equipment and then crystallizing them. Not just any old equipment would serve. Mind you, it must have sufficient spirit bond, that being a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with its own spirit. When you attach a piece of material to the gear, ye imbue. I'm not reading his because he's stupid. Uplander wishes to join of the materia. The Uplander best fill brain case with knowing of crafty making. With knowing of crafting making, Uplander can become joiner of materia. If Uplander wants brain case to rattle with the knowing of materia, Uplander best trade tongue flaps with learning ones of the Mutamix. What's this guy talking about? Deliver the materia hand stagger to Minifila. I need a closer crystal than where we're going to. And they're not giving it to me. Not tonight. Okay. Look how fast that dragon is. Why can't I jump on my kitty cat? Should be able to give me a ride. Somebody's played some copyrighted music there. Damn you, Frostman. Get off the door! Welcome back, Flying. I trust your visit to Bonafire proved fruitful. Not really. I don't understand what he's talking about. But here's your dagger back. Ah, what a remarkable difference a single piece of material can make. Granted, the skill needed to manipulate the substance are not easily acquired, but one need only look upon the results to realize such an effort are worthwhile. As I am sure you are aware, the quality of one's equipment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Material may well give you the edge you need, Flying, so make it your ally. Now it is time we discuss the matter of your next mission. Pray speak with me when you are ready to begin. Lord of the Inferno. Word has arrived from Thancred concerning our ongoing investigation. It appears he was able to extract some information from our friend Ugas, the false priest. He revealed that he is due to meet with Amage to discuss their dealings. The Immortal Flames believe that the meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush and capture the Amage responsible for the abduction, and so they mean to have the Ungust attend as planned. As the Amajai are anticipated to offer fierce resistance, the Immortal Flames have requested our support. I would have you provide it to them. Flying. Thancred is presently attending to another matter, but will join you as soon as he is able. Until such time as he does, you will be the Scion Soul representative of the ground. Before he left, he bade me to tell you save some for him, such in his confidence in you, a confidence I share. When you have made ready, pray take yourself to Camp Tribone and report to the Flame Sergeant leading the mission. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Oh. Glad we're right there. We don't have to go walking 5 miles. Flame Sergeant. Sure what that was. This was giving me a countdown for achievement. You're flying Hawaiian. The Scions, my thanks for coming, friend. We're stronger for your assistance. Allow me to brief you on our mission. Our objective is to capture Amajah and prize from them the whereabouts of the abductees. The lizardmen aren't aware that their man Ungus has been exposed. When they come to the rendezvous point to meet the traitor, we'll spring the trap. Owing to the clan-side nature of the mission, we can deploy only a small contingent. Every member must count, and so we request the aid of the Scions. The rendezvous will take place at the Invisible City. Please make your way there and lie in wait. We stand to learn much and more of the Amajah plot if the mission succeeds. Let's make sure it does. Invisible City to the north. Got a chocobo. Wrong way, wrong way. Where you going? Where you going? Turn around. I want my money back. Your chocobo took me the wrong way. I want to go north, not south. So I think this is where I need to go. So while I wait, we'll go help out this fate. Is it still going? Not going anymore, of course. Okay. So we only can do this alone? That's what it looks like. Zadie Kupo. So go into this. Is the bait in place? Our men is in position, sir. Good. We make our move as soon as the Amashot appear. Yes, sir. Awa! What is the meaning of this? Wait, something's amiss. We're surrounded. Tricked ya. I'm afraid your little ambush ends here. I eluded the immortal flame's clutches for moons before finally being caught. Did you not wonder how I managed it? 'Twas almost as if someone was feeding him information from the inside. Your every movement was known to me ahead of time. Now, as much as I'd love to chat a while, I have an appointment to keep. They're all yours. Attack! Let me stop recording, back it up. There we go. It's like the main boss here. I think he is. Get some of these weak ones. Come on. Put up your weapons or your comrade's a dead man. See ya. Ringer, the rest of you march. I fear the Amashah mean to give us to their god as an offering. If I must die, then let me die a soldier's death with the steel in hand. It's like we're in the queue. Should take a few. Average wait time less than 5 minutes. We need a healer. Where's Ben at? You can't do this one, Ben? When the nail spawns, kill it. If you don't kill it fast enough, we all die. Lord of the Inferno, hearken to our plea. Lord of the Inferno, deliver us from our misery. O mighty Ifrit, Lord of the Inferno, your humble servants beseech you, grace us with your divine presence. Gotta record it. O mighty Ifrit, we bring before you ignorant savages who know not your godhead. If you please, you, Lord, scorch their heathen souls with your cleansing flame and mark them as your own. Bloody hairs. Bring those two as well. What's going on? This ain't what we agreed. None but servants of Lord Ifrit may behold the rite of summonings. The souls of unbelievers are forfeit. No, spare me, I beg you. Pitiful children of man, by my breath I claim you. Arise once more as my loyal minions, feed my flames with your faith, and all who stand against us shall burn. There's my new thumbnail. Oh, mighty Ifrit, my one true God. Your words are my bread. Impossible. By what sorcery do you resist my master's will? Could it be? Your soul already belongs to another. Yes, that is my only explanation. Forsooth, thy frail mortal frame can serve as vessels to blessing of but one. Yet I spell none to taint of another upon thee. The truth of thine allegiance wax clear. Thou art of the godless, blessed number, the paragons worn of the thine abhorred kind. Thine existence is not to be suffered. Another crystal. Just for me. Pray forgive my lateness. I was delayed by a congregation of Amazigh zealots. I swear each seemed more evangelical than the last. Persistent lot. I see the blood was sworn, wasted no time extracting the captives, no less than I'd expect from the Flame General handpicked men. As for those two, it is fair to say that their hardship have only just begun. They have much to answer for. I feel I owe you an apology. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I would never have left you to face it alone. You have been given a veritable baptism of fire. But let us continue this conversation in more agreeable surrounds. Camp Dry Bones, shall we say? This way, sir. So that was the mighty Ifrit. And what a disappointment he was. The readings are nowhere near what I had anticipated, even taking Ul'dah interference into the account. You should know better than to rely upon 5-year-old data left by the villain Legion. Nor can we expect any form of support from the motherland, given the troubles at court. We have only ourselves to rely upon. Ever the pessimist, my dear Livia, promise me you'll never change. We've wasted enough time here. That meter of yours is too old to give any reading worth of a damn. Not that they was aught worth a damn for it to read, but I take your point. I suppose we must content ourselves with the knowledge that we've achieved our primary objective. Yet I find that I am troubled by the adventurer's unexpected show strength. Could such a foe prove a hindrance to our plan? Perhaps, but this is a consideration for another time. You have been given a task that is your priority. I suggest you treat it as such. Fail to do as my lord commands, and I will spare him the trouble of punishing you. With allies like that, beware a woman in love. I shall need to be my best behavior. And out we go. Found him. Ah, there you are. Flying, come rest a while. You will have no better opportunity after witnessing their gods' ignominious defeat. The Amashah will be less inclined to risk our wrath. For a time, at least. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, I was in the process of apologizing. I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use to you or the abductees. They may be a whole of the body, but the same cannot be said of their minds. For once a man is tempered, but it is ill suits me to dwell on the negatives. Amidst all our misfortunes, there is still reason to rejoice. Ifrit is slain, and by your hand, no less. That is the deed of no ordinary individual. Flying. Not that I ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I have long suspected that you have the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eye for the talent remains undimmed. Miniphilia will be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deed. I trust you shan't object to my bearing the tidings to her. That way I can claim to have contributed something to the mission. You meanwhile have earned yourself a rest. Take some time to relax and return to the waking sands when you are good and ready. We can discuss the matters in more detail then. Just don't take too long, will you? The realm's problems won't solve themselves. The triumphant hero returns. Dankred told us the news upon his arrival. He is presently in the solar, giving a full report to Lady Miniphilia. You should join them at once. Lady Miniphilia is most eager to see you. Please talk. My late arrival nearly cost Flying her life. I was there when Amashah took her prisoner, and I wasn't there when they served her to Ifrit. Yes, by some miracle she survived, but that does not excuse the fact that she should never have had to face such dangers alone. I failed her utterly, just as I'm failing you all. What's done is done, Thancred. You can ill blame yourself for everything. Fine, it is so good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friend. I just finished regaling Miniflia with your heroic exploits. Thancred has told me everything. You have done well to return to us. The peril you face were undeniably great, yet part of me believes that I had no cause to fear, and now we can put paid to our long investigation. As we suspected, Amashah undertook both the robbery and the abduction with the aim of summoning their primal Ifrit. Nor is this tale limited to Ul'dah. Similar incidents have been rife in both Limissa and Gridania of late. I dare say you've been curious as to how these crimes are linked to primals. Permit me to explain. Having manifested in the physical realm, primals must consume ether if they are to maintain their presence here, and the stronger they become, the more ether they require. Now the ether exists through creation, it flows through all life and permeates the very air that we breathe. At last, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he and his kind require a more concentrated source of ether crystals. It is for this reason that incidents involving crystals can often be traced back to a primal. Which leaves us with the why of the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. When all is well with the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of ether. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon towards which primal's essence is irresistibly drawn. It is to this coming together, or etheric consolixis, colesias, I don't know, which grants them from being physical forms. Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers' worships. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their gods become. But the primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence as the adherents freely give, and in order to gain more power, they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, a process to which you yourself were subject. Man, they talk too much. Why can't they do voice acting? I think that's the thing I absolutely hate the most about this game, is they don't have like any voice actors, or they have voice actors, but they have it for like 30 seconds. And then the rest is like, I don't understand what the hell they're talking about here. Yet even as if it took your commands, it is thrall you alone remain unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the echo. We know not the why of it, but those blessed with the echo are immune to primal influences. So like I super read really, really slow, and the thing is, like when I'm reading a book, like I'll read like the same like paragraph a couple times because I don't understand what's going on in the paragraph. And then here it's like kind of got to read it and then go on to the next, and then it's like, what are they talking about? I don't understand. I mean, I do kind of get what's going on, but it's like, give me some voice actors. When you first came to us, I told you that the Echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now begin to see why. I don't. The recent incidents all share a common trait. Meticulous planning, such elaborate designs are a new development, and one which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. While I share your concern, my presiding feeling is one of the relief at your safe return. The mortal flames assure me that they will deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. We may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take full advantage of the respite. You may be sure it won't last long. Once the people learn the identity of the hero who fell Ifrit, I fear you will have a moment to yourself. Whether she intended to or not, Malifia neglected to tell you something I think would be best you heard from one of us. It concerns, I don't want to hear it. Just tell me. Don't want to read it. Concerns the tempered abductees that were rescued. I am sorry to report that all are to be put to death. The flames with whom you were imprisoned included. Needless to say, this information must not be made known to the public. I swear to you that we would not do this if there were any other recourse. But once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primal who he cannot choose but to worship. And so we Scions continue our fight, that no more innocents need be sacrificed. I hope that you will continue to stand with us, as long as you start talking, making me read everything. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for his losses, for his people suffered. Till next time. Gods forgive me how many more lives Luciux will never have allowed this to happen. I must get stronger. Yes, this voice acting or whatever, people not talking sucks. Big time. Hero in the making. So I think we have a lot of episodes before, not episodes, but missions before we actually hit the next dungeon, the 1,000 Balls of Toko Tototo Raka. Okay, so I think she's got one more quest for us, and that'll probably be a great spot to end it after Hero in the Making. Why are you scared? Please talk. Until not so very long ago, you were but one of the many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eurasia. But for your character and courage, you were raised to esteemed post of the envoy. Thereafter, you traveled the realm, aiding those in the need without thought of reward, confirming to Yida and Papalomayo that the Scions would benefit from your aid. And no sooner had you joined us that you personally bested the primal Ifrit. You have achieved a great deal in a short time and won fame in so doing. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. We have a guest flying, or rather you have a guest. Beg pardons. Lady Manipula, radiant as always. I am given understand that the Scions of the Seven Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. I am here on my behalf of the Maelstrom Grand Company of Limissa to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. As you can see, your recent exploits have garnered you the attention of the Grand Companies of Eurasia. Each organization would have Infinite's bane for its own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering how word of Flynn's deed spread so quickly. That the immortal flames should know of her triumph is to be expected, but what of the other grand companies? Your reputation precedes you, mistress. 'Twas no ordinary woman who can face a primal and emerge the victor. And imagine our pride when we learn that you began your journey as an adventurer in our own Gridania. Know that the people hold you in high esteem and that you will always be welcome among us. The Order of the Twain Adder has need of valiant women such as you. Join your strength to our friend, and together let us ensure that the peace ever reigns over the 12's woods. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you, mistress. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. A woman of your talent belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strengths to ours, friend, and together let us secure a prosperous future for Ul'dah. The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said, "You have the look of a hero. Full often does she speak of you, friend. It is only natural that we should want you for the Maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together let us see the grand vessel Alimisa to the shores of glory." What are you guys talking about? Get out of my presence. Very well. See you. Though I am quite sure you need no reminding, mayhap a brief summary of the situation will help to clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the grand companies are all encompassing organizations empowered to call upon the material, economic, and technology resources of their respective city-state in time of strife. There are presently 3 such organizations in Eurasia: the Maelstrom of Limisa, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Ul'dah. Serving a grand company means serving the nations to which it belongs. You will be charged with its defense and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you will be furnished with various rewards, some of which may well prove useful to you and your other endeavors. If you are agonizing over which of the grand companies best deserve your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you are entitled to do so, and yet I concede that it is no small choice you face. A thought occurred to me. You will, of course, recall that the 3 city-states are planning to hold remembrance services. Well, as part of the proceeding, I am given to understand that the leader of each grand company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? Good. You are wise and beautiful. Very well. We hope to hear your decision. I know full well that the adventurers are by nature a liberty-loving breed and not best suited to discipline of military service, but I strongly urge you to join a grand company nonetheless. While the promise of a reward is enticing itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, and with it you are capable of doing untold good. Yet know that the great power is wont to attract attention. Not all of it is friendly. There will be those who wish you ill, and you must need be on the lookout for them. Yet, however vigilant you are but one woman in the midst of a grand company. However, you will be one woman amongst many, a friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. Of course, joining one organization need not mean leaving another. I hope that we can continue to rely upon your aid. The 12 are known that we will have need of it in the days ahead. The Grand Companies seek to protect their own nations. We Scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Racia as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. Now then, I expect you will be afield more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this link pearl with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of location. Racia is changing, and you have the power to help shape it anew. None can say what the morrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Now it is time. You made ready for the journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Taturo. She will appraise you as where and when the remembrance service are due to take place. Is this done finally? Oh no, just accept it. Accepting the meeting. Yeah, there's too much reading of this game. I like the games that actually have cutscenes and they talk to you, because I understand those games a lot better than reading a whole bunch of BS. Because that's all that was, is BS there. More reading. I'm sorry about all the attention you're getting. I might have sung your praise a little too loudly and often to a few too many people. Next time I'll be sure to hold my tongue. Anyway, I expected you want to know where and when the remembrance service are taking place. If all goes to plan, Grenadia's Grand Company, the Order of the Twin Adder, will hold the first of their 3 services at Elder Seeker. Khan E. Senin will deliver her address at Mi Keta's amphitheater. I should probably mention at this point that due to the organizational challenges involved in assembling all of the involved parties, it is possible that the order of the service might change. Still, there's not much we can do about that. So make Grenadia your first call. Next, you'll need to go to Uda, where the Flame General Rubat Alden will be addressing the masses at the Royal Promenade. Oh, and it's a rumor there's to be a special guest. How exciting. Last but not least, you must make your way to the stateroom in Limissa, where Maelstrom Chief Admiral Mirba Blubla will be giving her address. The room is accessible via the Admiral's lift. Identify yourself to the sentry of Xanathel, and he will admit you. Got all that? I don't. Well, off you go, then. I hope you can find the remembered service suitable, educational. I suggest visiting the city-state in the prescribed order, though with the record of impeccable timing and luck, the schedule may well change in favor to the preferable travel plans. Like exhausted right now. Still trying to get to this place over here. I have like no clue where this thing's going. Guessing going around again. I think I got over here earlier and gave up because this wasn't the place. Maybe here? Oh, yes.
Behold, 'tis the Sultana Nanamo herself!
And Roban as well!
Hark you, souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert.
I don't think this is the place where I needed to go.
And shall rage
where I was trying to go.
forevermore.
This is the leader's talk.
Hurrah! Rauban! Where since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold. Where by the grace and glory of Nalthal have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ul'dah!
There. At the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard. Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we. Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
Okay, 7th. I thought that was Veeth. I was like, what the hell is that?
So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as thought. If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have bought. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden and enthralled. Where are the merciful alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous? I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save? You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death. Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth. We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act. Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Uldar stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you. Line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Uldar, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Uldar. As Uldar prospers, so shall her people.
Ja, for Uldar!
Together we are one.
Your Grace.
Raoban? People of Uldar, I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Uldar. Yet those who measured that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Uldar lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Uldar, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live Nanamo!
Glory to the Sultana!
For victory and fortune, stride fearless into the inferno, for we are, by fire, reborn! Forsooth!
The time is now!
I believe...
If you'll permit me, Alfie no. And my sister, Alize, at your service. I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
But why? Why don't they finish talking? Don't understand. Pay him $5 more to finish out these lines. The Udas have a long history of conflict with Amajah, the beast tribe, that worships the primal Ifrit. Judging by the looks of distaste, I take it that you have encountered them. The Uda does not shy from confrontation. It ought to threaten the precious prosperity. They will seek to crush it. So have they dealt with the Ifrit thus far, smothering his flames each time he is stroked to life. Yet he is but only one of several problems. Though they have been quite quiet these past 5 years, the Guardians have not gone away. Meanwhile, refugees continue to arrive in droves. Uda has no clear policy on how to deal with them. After all, not even the Sultan's coffer are bottomless, and even assuming they have the coin, resources will ever be finite. Which brings me back to the subject of Ifrit. It has been observed that the Amajah is summoning him with the ever-increasing frequency. Every time they do so, the Udas send their forces to smite the primals, and though they invariably succeed, each victory is bought with blood. It is war of attrition, which they cannot well sustain. Small wonders, then, the Immortal Flames are eager to recruit more members at such a desperate hours, and a venturer of your experience would be most welcome addition to their ranks. Me to the wrong damn place. Wasn't trying to do that one. Okay, back to here again. Right, I'm right on the spot. Still right on the spot. Do I need to go down another set? I mean, it's giving me nothing. Is it this thing? Cactus? I wish there was, like, it tells you where to go. Map, I'm right on it. As his manservant gamely struggles to maintain his grip on the towering stack of prizes, the well-heed youth regales the tales of the exploits at the Gold Saucer, the entertainment venues to which all Uda seems irresponsibly drawn, still basking in the glow of the victory of the magnanimous fortress, whatever. Map. Then it's like I click on this and it takes me to another page. Map. Right in location. Could this be it? Ding ding. Manderville Gold Saucer. Finally. Only took me 2 hours to find that. Welcome to Manderville Gold Saucer. Welcome, welcome. Why, hello. Gonna put it all on black. All on black. And I don't want to explore this place. Speak with Aliar in the Gold Saucer. Is that who I need to talk to? No crystal. No money. Thank you so much for coming. For sure not reading any of this. Why? Because I don't care. I really don't. They wanted me to understand, they would do some voice acting. Speak with them again. Get that one off our list, finally. I think we did. Great Horn Heist. Never mind. Downstairs. Upstairs. It was upstairs. You gonna talk? Don't care about this guy. Damn, can I get some room over here? Everybody wants to be all up on his business. Do I really got to be paying attention to all this? I don't want to find the culprit. We done? There we go. We done. One off of our checklist over there. Speak with Momorail. Probably the closest one is here. Momorashi. Heard about the auctions. Is it true? Beautiful place Goblet is. Journey to the Goblet. Mm-mm. Speak with the flame recruit. Greetings, adventure. Welcome to the Goblet. Beg your pardon. Oh dear, have you may heard these plots are reserved exclusively for adventurers. Since your friend is an Ulda citizen, she is ineligible to participate. Should you and yourself have a mind to purchase a plot, pray speak. Report to Immune. Immune? Here's Immune. You return. Tell me what you have learned of the auctions. Nothing. But why? You didn't check it out? Nope. Didn't check it out. Lame. Goblet Ether now accessible. Okay, one more mission to get off our checklist. Then I'll get all these on the next one. So deliver pots of maple sap to Sicily. I still haven't found any maple saps. Fufu has asked you to harvest 50 pots of maple sap, which you must deliver to Cecilia of the Botanist Guild. Take yourself to Tree Speak where the sap can be found. Take yourself to Tree Speak. Where is Tree Speak? Yellow Serpent Gate. Grenadiers. Grenadia. Yellow Serpent Gate we're looking for. Maple syrup. Here's some special maple syrup. No, I don't know. I'm hoping. One of these trees. No maple syrup. Disciple of land action sneak allows you to conceal yourself from the enemy so that you may log mines. Am I in tree speak? This way. Okay, so these are the maple syrups. Gonna get these two. Finally found some. Gotta enable the quick gathering. Starting to catch them all. Another 40 more maple saps. Inventory's going to be full by the time I get the 50. I don't know what you're talking about. The tree's still standing. Haven't been in a fight in a while. We'll go help this guy out. Gets his level 3s. Fate complete. So easy. Glad maple sap's finally popping up everywhere. It's 16 more. Oh, don't want to fight them. Now we want to fight them. Bring up my health. Is this the Grand Company one? I stopped doing the main story quest as I'm gonna save that for the next episode, and so I'm trying to get like all this stuff off my UI because all these just sitting here and not doing anything is bugging me. In addition to logging, botanists can use secondary tools to harvest items from patches of foliage referred to as lush vegetation, as is the case With mature trees, these locations are discerned when using the action triangulate. To harvest, you must have the scythe. I need stuff over here. Yeah. Well, I think we still have like a long time before like we have our next dungeon. Twelve more. Because yeah, we were just here, and then I think we have the company you keep is what we're doing right now, or a hero in the making, one of these two. And then it looks like the next one's not till the 1,000 Maws of Tokoraka. So we have a bunch of missions till we can get there. Two more sets. One more set. Yeah, you can go pretty much anywhere in this game. I mean, I'm back to harvesting trees for their maple syrup. And yeah, there's a lot of things that you could do. Bunch of jobs. You gotta level all those up to what, probably level 60. Yes. We got our 50 for Cecilia. When you're downloading it... Okay, let's just keep this up so I don't get lost. I just did coast to coast. I could probably hit up this next one since we're already here. Might as well do this. Listen to speak, whatever. Here we go. On a quest for maple sap, then your best bet is to search the vicinity of Tree Speak. The maple sap I requested, then you must be the new botanist Fufuchu has been fussing over, but where are my manners? Thank you. Why do I need so much of this stuff? Well, allow me to explain. It is the very least I can do. Boiling maple sap causes it to thicken into sweet syrup called, i.e., you guessed it, maple syrup. For maple syrup, we can make maple sugar and ingredients used in various recipes. You probably guessed it by now, but the maple sap you harvested will be used to make sweets for the children. They may be put on the brave face, but their eyes reveal the depths of their sorrow. But Gradia hasn't. My apologies, I got carried away. In addition to maple sap, we botanists gather various other kinds of food stuff. As a botanist, it behooves us to learn. I urge you to make a habit of reviewing the gathering log. I best see that maple sap. For every 5th level you reach as a botanist, you will gain the ability to detect higher level mature trees and lush vegetation. When this occurs, any new items that are available through gathering will be added to your gathering log. You can call the arbor call. Okay, so that should be new gloves. Equip that stuff. And then update. Botany now at a 4. And then I want to talk to Fufu Machu. What does our gathering log say? Okay, I need to get some fire shards, lightning shards, water shards, and I think that'll complete this list. Okay. Yeah, I could spend probably like 3 hours on just leveling that up and still not even be halfway. You will want items for perception and gathering for your botanist. I'm not sure what the perception is. Something else? Meeting number 2.
I lost my son to the calamity.
The 3 seed seers are all together.
Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body. Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelveswood. Fearful of the green wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago. Working hand in hand, the Hyur and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and soon they were joined by folk of all races. So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridania flourished into the great nation it is today.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seedseer. The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hyur and Elysian. An elegant symbol, do you not agree?
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelveswood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea, we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the encroaching darkness. And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat. "5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Cartano. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice. Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed, each waking hour a struggle to survive. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
Time was a man could walk
pox
the
on that
high
bloody
roads without
Ixal.
fear.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood. Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We are gathered here to honor the fallen. Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder's standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For we must think of the children!
Woods will be done.
It's up to us to protect the
All
forest.
the elementals!
Back to reading.
Fancy meeting you again.
Oh, yes. Never mind. The Grenadians are unfortunate enough to have contend with the two beast tribes. The Ixal are unquestionably the more troublesome, being of naturally warlike disposition and wont to summon their bloodthirsty primal Gardude. The Syphils, by contrast, are peaceful in nature, being mischievous rather than malevolent, and have long been of friendly terms with the Gardanians. Until recently, at least, at last they have all grown aloof, a change observed at rough the time they summoned the primal Rama. The Grenadians have no love for war. They consider open conflict a last resort. Though the clash of the Ixal even more regularly, you may be assured that they do so in self-defense. As for the Syphils, they are as yet bound by a peace treaty through one wonder how long it would be before it is broken. The Twelve Woods was grievously wounded during the calamity, leaving Grenadia vulnerable to attack. These people are hopeful that restoring their woods and thereby the power of the elements will put an end to their woes. Yet how long will it take? Centuries, I'd wager. Meanwhile, the Ixal will continue their incursions, spurred by the Gruda and her insatiable appetite for destruction. Whether the Gardanians like it or not, sooner or later it will come out war, and when it does, the Order of the Twin Adder will need all the help it can muster. How valuable might the able aid of the capable adventurer prove to them? Well, perhaps we will find out if the Elder Seatseer's words fell on the fertile ground. Just don't understand why they go from voice acting to no voice acting just for several sentences. One more. Limela limesana. Gonna be broke from all this fast traveling. Here to attend the Remembrance service. Be quick. The Admiral is due to give her address at any moment. Not picking your faction for sure.
The Garleans are another matter
Being mean to
altogether.
mean.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride.
Yeah.
700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say. The crimson field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the black longship represents a pirate vessel.
When the Garlean Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom standard, and our grand company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilfir's bloody executioners. And together, we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartano. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa. I swear to you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage, yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom, much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
It has been 5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again? Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
Those fishback
The Sahagin
bastards!
have risen?
While the mines of Ogomoro spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now the curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the calamity has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest. Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men. To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard, and pledge me, and with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves, till sea swallows all!
Long live the Admiral!
Admiral Melvin!
Gather the lads!
Oh, where's me cutlass?
I'll follow ye to the 7 hells, Admiral!
If I had to choose between the three, she would be my third choice. Blondie first, the guy second, and then her
Fancy
third.
meeting you again.
We just met like 3 minutes ago. As the Admiral mentioned in her address, Limissa is plagued by two beast tribes. The first are the fish-like Shagai, worships the primal Leviathan. A second are kobolds who dwell beneath the earth and take the primal titan for their god. As if the beast tribe's presence weren't troublesome enough, the Garleans have also chosen to erect a fortress right in the Lumisun's backyard. And that is to say, not in the internal strife. As a nation of pirates, there is no end to the blood feuds between the various factions, and while they fight amongst themselves, the Garleans wet their beds, wet their blades, and watch. If Lomicians are to have hope of withstanding the Empire, they must first resolve their own affairs. Differences must be set aside, and the primal threat dealt with once and for all. To this end, I expect that they will soon take decisive actions against the beast tribes. Mark my words, the Maelstrom Standard will be drenched a deeper shade of crimson ere long. That a capable adventurer like you would be valuable addition to their crew is beyond question. Are those girls? I can't tell. Like, I think one's a boy and one's a girl. Fine, this is Minevilla. You are well, I hope. Would I be correct in thinking the final remembrance service has now concluded? A moment ago, you say, what a coincidence. Just an aside, I trust and remember our guests from the Grand Companies. Well, delighted. Though we are to have them here at the Waking Sands, it would not do to keep them in suspense any longer than necessary. In short, hurry back. Report back to Manipula. Let's go ahead. We'll get this completed. I know I've been saying one more mission, but one more mission. All classes and jobs, excluding limit jobs, need to be level 20. So do I got to get every single job to level 20? Oh, there we go. Maybe she just wanted to talk to the Lancer bee. Where the Grand Company leader's words as illuminating as you hoped. Oh. Each nation's is best Beset with problems, I trust you see now why your service are so demanding. With that there were you more of you, but you must be tired from the journey. Why don't you rest a while and take a moment to reflect on your decision? Once your mind is made up, pray give the Grand Company officers your answer.
The gods only know what grand company our adventurer friend will keep. The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies. As though the Calamity and Seventh Umbral era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies.
He totally looks like a girl.
Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Alize, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to... Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience. There must be another way to cure
like
what ails this world, and I mean to find it.
Like his boobs are bigger than hers. See?
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
I should hope so.
My lady!
We are to escort you!
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all.
Well, I have to see which one's the girl and the boy, and I can't tell. I can't tell the difference between either one.
The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
I try to look and see which one's got the bigger boobs, and he does, and he's the guy. Level up! Level 27. Okay, so I guess this is the point of where we get to choose which officer we get to choose. I don't know. I kind of don't want to go through it now. So, we don't have the moon. I don't know what the moon means or what it's supposed to do. So, we'll come back to that. I'll go get the moon. Still no moon. Need to go to the sanctuary. Still no sanctuary. Maybe gotta teleport. And we entered a sanctuary, so something's supposed to be happening to me if I leave here. But yeah, with that, this will complete our episode of Final Fantasy tonight. Still got a lot more work to get done in this game. Select the Grand Company. I'm not exactly sure where we're at. I know we're past the bowels of Embers. We did the hero in the making. It might be this one. Immortal Flames, Maelstrom, Twin Adder. We might be someplace around here. Yeah, still got a lot more till I can get to the next dungeon, so then we can play together. So a lot more work to get done. But yeah, with that, this will complete our episode for tonight. Hope you guys all have a great night and a good day, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye, guys.